Hi, welcome back to Tabletop Oasis, and today we are going to be going after a game haul after we won a family Olympics and got ourselves $50 at the holidays this year.
What are the rules?
All right, today, Faith, we've got two rules. One, we're each going to pick one game that's $15.
Okay.
And then the second one is we're going to pick one game together that's $20. That'll bring us to our $50. We're going to ignore taxes today. We'll cover that externally, but that's it. We're going to pick up 3 games and we're going to check them out later. Sound good? Let's get to it. And we're back from the game store. And Faith, we might have overspent just a little bit. We said we were going to spend $50 on board games, and instead we ended up spending $120. So, well over budget. As it happens, every time we go to our local game store, Safari Pearl, shout out to them, we never end up spending just what we came in there for.
No,
So,
we go every week too.
yeah.
And I feel like
We don't buy games every single week.
no, but I feel like once out of like a month, like one time in the month that we go, I feel like we buy at least one.
Yeah, one extra
Unnecessary.
thing. Yeah. So this is definitely sending our collection overboard. But Faith, do you want to drop those games on the table
Yes.
now? And that is our games that we picked up today. We got ourselves 6 games, spending $120. And but the thing was, we got there, and they're running this gift card little
Roulette?
roulette. Yeah, kind of like a little bit of gambling. So you spend over $75, you get a mystery gift card, and that gift card could be anywhere between $10 and $100.
If it's $100, we're gonna go feral in that store.
Yeah. So the thing is about it is that we won't know how much is on that gift card until next month. So in the meantime, we picked up these games so that we could qualify for.
So stay tuned for maybe another haul.
Yeah, exactly. We'll probably do a follow-up haul. And so originally our plan was to actually play the 3 games that we got for this and check them out. That is no longer possible. So instead of playing 6 games on this video, we are just going to play the one big ticket item. But let's go through each of these games first. First up, we have the Builder, Middle Ages. And there's a little sissy shake in the background. This game, you're trying to like build a location. We have Skull King, which is kind of a pirate themed. I think it's going to be kind of like bullshit.
Well, it replaces your pirate game, so well, replace. But
That would be Dead Men Tell No Tales, which is a notoriously difficult cooperative game.
yeah.
We have Burning Phoenix Inn, which reminds me of kind of like it's got like a D&D-esque to it. Like you guys are all meeting in a tavern. And it's kind of like what's the word? A role-playing game.
Oh yeah.
We have this very cute game called The Bears and the Bees.
Isn't that so cute?
Which you're trying to line up the colored edges of different tiles. And then we have The Game, which is kind of a cooperative like family type game. And I think these 3 games right here, and a big ticket item, sorry, I'll get to that first, is Nestings. It's a bird game, and
I love bird games.
Yeah.
Wingspan-esque, but simpler.
It looks like a much simpler version of Wingspan. And the fun thing about this game is that the designer actually lives here in the area, and he's going to be doing a signing of Nestlings next month, I believe. So we picked this game up so that we could get it signed by him next month. So we picked up.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You take care of your little babies, and I'm so excited.
Yes, and so these 3 games right here seem like the best options for bringing to my family.
Yeah.
After talking to the store owners and reading the games, my family is one that plays very, typical family style games like Sorry, Uno, Skippo, things like that. And so
We're
they're
gonna
always
branch them out a little bit.
yeah, they're always a little worried, intimidated by complex games, and unfortunately, most of my games are
That's
complex.
because Michael and I are complex game players. Love
So
them.
hopefully these 3 work out perfectly with the family, but today we're only going to play 1 for the video, and we'll be checking out the other 5 in a future video. But we're going to be playing Nestlings today and trying it out and giving a quick review on it. Nestlings is played over 4 rounds, and each round has 2 phases, a gathering phase followed by a feeding phase. Players will place their biome dice in 5 different regions of the game board and try to gain priority to draft the resources they desire. Those biomes are savanna, desert, freshwater, alpine, and grasslands. Throughout the game, players will earn victory points each round in a variety of ways, and whenever victory points are earned, they take the corresponding victory point tokens from the supply and keep them for the end of the game. Player with the most victory point tokens at the end of the 4th round is declared the winner. A round goes like this. Populate biomes with resources, roll the dice for the round, and then in turn order, place dice into biomes. After all dice have been placed or players have chosen to pass, you then gather resources, and once resources have been gathered from each biome, you score points for the end of the round. There are also numerous ways to earn bonus points at the end of the game, beyond just earning the points from each round. Well, Faith, after playing it, and after playing it, here's my first thoughts.
Okay.
1, we definitely played it wrong.
Yeah.
We watched a video, and I read through the book a couple of times actually, and I didn't read through the book. We watched the video, I feel like twice after, reversing and re-listening to sections, which I'll link the how to play video in the description. I thought going into this, I thought it was going to be like a light version of Wingspan.
Yeah.
It is not a light version.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
It was just as complicated with, I would say, more ways to earn points.
Yeah.
Which was difficult.
It was difficult to
through.
manage. Like, I couldn't figure out what I needed to, like, focus on. Also didn't help that we were playing it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. As far as resource allocation, like that, those mechanics for resource allocation, I feel like they're strong. I feel like they're good. And I feel like any issues I might have with it are easily dismissed by just not knowing how to properly play.
Definitely. I think once we figure out how to play and, like, go to him teaching us how to play, teaching us how to play, we'll be a lot better at it, and we'll know what we're doing. And I also think part of it was because we went into it not expecting a complicated game, so when it got complicated, we were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So maybe not quite as family-friendly as originally thought. And I think
But
if you enjoy complicated games and you enjoy a lot of resource allocation and diverse ways to earn points, this is a great game.
yeah, well, we were, like, going through it, and didn't Kathy tell us that he play tested it with his kids?
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure she did. So then we were going through it, and I was like, okay, if a little kid can get this, I think that we can do it.
It says ages 10 and up, but I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I think maybe a few years older, just because there are a lot of things to be managing.
And again, maybe that'll change when we actually figure out how to play it right way and better.
Yeah, if you're going to buy this for your family, I would say the first couple times you play should not be with your kids.
No.
'Cause I feel
think
like-
you need to figure out how to do it first.
Yeah, there's a lot of setup to it,
Yeah.
a lot of rules to know. I don't think there's a lot of like hidden mechanics that make this harder. I think it's just like there's a lot to manage, and it's a little intimidating at first. It always is when you open up a game and it's got an 18-page rule book.
Yeah.
That's a lot to get through, but after you play it a couple times, like it was for our other complicated games, we played it a couple times and it's easy and it's easy to pick up.
Especially because, like, we were getting through it, like, into it, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're never going to get this game and get it through. But then I remember that's how Wingspan started. We struggled figuring out how to play Wingspan, and now we can, like, we get it set up and get through it pretty easily now. So, hoping this will be like that, because I loved the artwork. Every piece of artwork in here was super cute. And
It was very pretty.
I really liked this.
Yeah.
So I think once we figure out how to actually play it, it'll be a lot more fun.
Agreed. So, overall, how many birds would you give it out of 5?
The 5?
5 birds.
At the moment, I would give it 3, but I think when we learn how to play it, I'll give it more.
Okay. I would agree and say exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a good, strong game. Great potential. I just need to be more confident in knowing the rules before I can actually understand and give it a proper rating.
Yeah, because to me, it feels like Wingspan and Dice Upon a Time kind of mixed together. And those are
interesting.
2 of my favorite games.
Okay.
So,
Well,
she has potential.
potential.
Great potential.
It is very pretty. Good mechanics. Just got to learn it. And I think we should have watched the intro video all the way through, like a couple of times maybe.
Yeah.
And I feel like now that we've played through it, if we rewatch the video, we'll be able to pick up on how we messed up the rules and where we went wrong. Because also, like, just for give an example, we at the end of the game, I thought I had about 60 points, and you thought you had about
Like 20, maybe 25.
yeah, and that kind of disparity could only come from one of us not knowing certain mechanics or one of us not catching rules. So
Yeah. Anyways, I think it's a great game to have to our collection.
definitely,
So,
it'll
again,
be sitting
I
right
love
next to
bird
Wingspan.
games.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to move some stuff around to do that, but for sure.
Yeah, we were running out of shelf space. Anyways,
Which is crazy, because didn't we just get 2 new shelves?
yes, we did. Got 2 new shelves and they're already full. That wraps it up for this holiday haul. As the and this being the premium item from today's haul, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the haul, and I can't wait to try the other games and talk about them in the future.
Yeah, I can't wait to figure out how to play this right.
Thanks for joining me, Faith.
Mm-hmm.